If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aggies offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Craver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who can run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. To the air, it's Reed. Fires downfield. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He'll try to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays. And I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence and you'll start looking elsewhere.
Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's calling.
Rides to back and leaves it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the pressure. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
To the air, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll run it from the gun. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The 12th man, Warden, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And on that third down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up first and goal.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Oh, what a cut! He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for space. It's Ball. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else in the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, trying to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it can be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Gators will send off the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, and the defense makes a play and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Fires to the big fella. Fights off the defender. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gators are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he fires a dirt ball middle mid. Would he like to have that pass back?
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. The hand to the running back. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bussey. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
They'll run play action. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for space, it's Moss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to add another.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The short hands, it's Sturdivant. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders. It turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And into the end zone. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault, precision execution. Turning it on! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Aggies really able to gig him that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy at the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
The Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for room. It's ball. Trucks through the defender. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Got it behind the line. It's Moss. He breaks the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Moss. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Reed. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Craver. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Coming up, 4th down.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
The 12th man, Warden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. Wiggles free. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. Third and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up a QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
He'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks it to the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
And it sits just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And wings it incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
With the run on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Caught near the stick, it's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Texas A&M 33-21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They booted away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4 yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Just ran him over. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Oh, he's got some space.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Quick release on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets away. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hansen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.